Hee hee. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Everything looks good. R.I.P. Roberta Flack. You will be missed. Thank you very much for the music. The shame. 88's a good run, though. All right. Camera's good. Date time's good. All right. Everything looks good. So, with that intro in 3, 2, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of RhainePlays Final Fantasy XVI. I'm your host, Rain Soulforge, but let's not be so formal. You can just call me Rain. All right, I know. I took a week off to play Civ 7, and then I skipped the last 2 days because I've been working on my Vulkan context for my game engine. I do apologize for that. We're making headway. We're now making image views. Still no clear color yet, so the background screen's still black, but we got a swap chain and all that fun stuff. So, all right, let's get back to it. Let's see what Clive and the crew are doing today. No audio in the background. Alrighty. I'm thinking we might start with trying one of those S hunts. See if we're ready for an S hunt. We may not be. I think level 38 though, we might be ready for the first one they offered us. Maybe. Uh-oh, Jessica won. $8 mill in its dilemma. Okay, sorry. All right, Nectar, what you got? No new? Okay, so we've got Breaker of the Worlds and Rune Reawakens. So, discover a fallen giant in the Rosaria ruins we've lately been investigating. So it's somewhere in the ruins of in the Rosarian ruins. So that is Martha's Rest. Eastpool. It's got to be in the dim. Who's with me? Is Jill with me? Yes. Can I not go any further? I want to kill the world breaker. Please?
Come on. Faster!
Folks, I don't think I can do the S's still. I feel like there's an area around here. There's one Rosaria over here. Oh no. Oh well, let's go. Let's continue with story quest. The story quest. Quest. Alright, there he is. Lubor. Labor.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Yes.
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Oh boy.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
All the shouting. I thought he was floating for a second. I'm like, he's a witch!
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Ooh.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill.
What brings you here?
What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
I didn't
So,
even click.
You see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the
I'll
sound of
go
it.
kill the
But if
bandits.
left to smolder,
Let
that
me better
anger
them,
and fear
and they shall be
could
dead.
set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own.
Let's just
Before
kill the bandits and
presenting
take
them
all
with
the
a
food and
third
guilt back
option.
that we can.
And that would be?
Huh?
To pool
Yeah,
our
that's what they're
resources
there
and
for.
save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful.
I'm gonna
Don't
kill the
worry,
bandits.
Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
Red Wings.
A
Final
pleasure, my
Fantasy
lady.
2 reference. Woot woot.
Pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned
Sorry,
the commander
Final
here
Fantasy
from
4.
Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says
Western
you
2.
told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Dumb bastards.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt.
Or the
And there's a
sharpest
reason
crayon
why
in
I
the
had
box.
you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
What? I'd have just punched him in the head.
My shop.
Why would anyone
If
do
I had
such
my
a thing?
pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Oh, don't sound like an idiot, Clive.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants
He is
revolt.
horrible at this. He needs to take a class.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Oh. Oh, we did horribly, Clive. Come on. Come on,
Thank
Clive.
you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning
suck,
shortly.
Clive.
Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Bacon. We face bacon.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
Just let me go kill the bandits. I'd take all 50 million of them. Let's do this.
Mommy, I'm scared.
I'll turn it into Ifrit and poop on them.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
Hold on.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Just let me take care of the bandits. I will murder
I
face
have a
them.
favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
All right, give me a second, folks. You want to watch Super Pets? Is that on Netflix? That's the number, right? don't see anything called super pets. Huh? Ooh. What am I clicking? Sorry about this, folks. Super pets. You can't watch it. We don't have a subscription to Max. You want to watch We Can Be Heroes? Close all apps. Super puppies. You mean super buddies? Okay. I gotta go beat up some bandits.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours. Get this guy, he's casting magic. Nope, I don't want to fight him yet. Gotta get rid of the... Get it. Not good.
That's not what I wanted.
There's a good boy. Nice try. Well done, Tom.
Gotcha, buddy. All right, let's go get the other bandits. Oh, we're only halfway to 39. Oh.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
What do you think? I don't know. Let's go punch a baby. Yeah!
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn
I
would have
swear,
been
every
lost
time
had you
there's-
not held the line.
That sun
Without
really
you, there
screws
would have
up
been
the
no line to hold.
subtitles.
You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
Oh,
I'll take that as a compliment.
I wanted to be the next Oscar-nominated fantasy adventurer.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Is there a...
Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Where did you learn to swim?
The bandits may be known. Look what they've left us with.
Mummy,
Mummy, are the bad men dead?
The gentleman of the town.
Did the
guard
weird,
is back.
dark-clothed stranger put his sword in their faces and they died horribly? Screaming for their mummies?
Anything I can interest you in? Here you are.
Thank you very much. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go back to town. To base. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Yeah.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Then I stab it.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose.
Because I'm an adventurer.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days
And this
on.
turkey sandwich is still as dry as the blight,
Clive,
mother beeper.
we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
All right, Joshua, what you got?
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
Hey, Dion's
Only
dad
for
made his
father
choice.
to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
Why me? What possible use could I be to
Probably
such a
wants me
creature?
to collect all the essences of the...
That is one of many
icons.
answers that have eluded me.
So I'd be like, then
Yet,
he could
I
become
am
the
certain of
ultimate
this.
weapon.
It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special.
I'm special.
Your abilities begin with the
Finally,
flames of
I'm
Ifrit.
special.
But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But That doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav.
We gotta go save Gav. Please don't tell me
There's an
Gav's
army of
dead.
Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Time to go to Canver. It might be. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there.
Well,
Because
what's the
Mid's
short of
there
it?
too.
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
We're coming, baby.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Da, 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 da.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
It's the bridge thing. Da.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
We ride to kick ass. Wu-Tang style, mother trucker. Ooh, new quests. New quests, everybody. We got new quests. Looks like I got a quest on the reading table. Someone in the ale hall. Okay, what about the world map? Are they all... Okay, I can't go anywhere else. No. No. Is that Tabor? No. It's not Tabor. Why? Okay. Anyway. Quests. Quests. Oh yeah, that's right. I have that weird thing that should be a shortcut is not a shortcut. Alright, so let's see what this young lady needs over here.
It seems the hideaway is
Blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword.
Whoa, whoa,
You
whoa,
remember
whoa.
Ivan's stew, right?
Saving that for Jill.
Well,
I mean,
despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Quack, quack.
Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand.
Told me to quit my bitching.
So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
Nope, no, I don't know any
Tiny
scholar.
old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Nope.
Fine.
Nope,
I'll
don't know
go
what
and
you're
speak to
talking about.
Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Combo booty smacker. Okay, well, there's 2 quests in here.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Time for some waterboarding. Alright, let's talk to Holmes, or Hopper. Hibbity keebity koobity.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact.
He says that about all
his books. Did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not.
Nope.
I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
Now, yeah.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast.
Just did Civ 7 for
one can locate the
for last
yellow
weekend.
flowers by their heady scent alone.
I gotta get
So I'm sure you'll
I
have
gotta
no
get this
trouble
one done
finding
so I can uninstall it off my computer because it's like almost 200 gigabytes
the flora that sustained it in life.
on my poor little 1
In which
terabyte hard
regard,
drive.
fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
The North
Best of luck,
Reach.
Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Beast here. The Guard and League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us to leave to sip our snake's pit or snake spit in relative leisure. For now, I would hazard we have your better half to thank you. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours and your countenance, and, well, everything else. You wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Clive's a bad actor. Master Clive. I apologize for the sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other than whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to marked lack of material aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it pleases you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford, Seneschal to Lord Byron Rossfield. Blah, 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 blah. Yes.
Rutherford? Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
I would make a poor joke there, but nope. Gonna behave myself. We've already made one poor joke. All right, so next quest is for Goots.
What am I gonna do? Is everything all right, Goots?
Goots, what'd you
seem
lose this
more
time, you bastard?
Discomposed.
Yeah,
than usual.
bastard.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing.
Oh, you big baby.
She'd
He's
never
gonna
give
make a
your
great
tongue a
blacksmith.
lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
I'm not afraid of Karen.
Thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
All right. We'll save Karen for last. I gotta go scream at some children about a scale. All right, you little bastards, where you at?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashas are coming and they...
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
They broke it.
You'll get us all struck.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol. And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Gonna be dismantling.
That's the only way to become a ninja-near.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put
I
it
see
back
why she
together
goes by
again.
Mididol is kind
Well,
of.
then your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
They don't know how to put
Taking
it back
apart was
together.
easy enough, but
I used to do that as a kid.
Can't work out.
I'd tear apart all my
Speak for
toys.
yourself.
Mom and Dad hated
If
it.
everything goes at the bottom, then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales.
Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Okay, so probably the arm first.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it.
A million Guillory do.
What do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Okay, next would be the gears.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middledale's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
You're gonna have to chop him up, kid.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works.
You forgot the gear, you ding-dongs.
All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Middledale's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
Oh, boy.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Middledale and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
I know. It's like they didn't even test to see if the arms
Won't be
move.
long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
And Clive is just as dumb. I'm just pretty.
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
Oh.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Okay, let's go talk to Miss Shirley, and then we'll go talk to Karen. Is there new, do we have new hunts? Do we have new hunts? Oh, we have a new hunt. The Pack. A team of cursebreakers traveling through Tabor to the fields of Korava were met by a group of hunters from the village who warned them not to stray too far from the main road, for in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves that are even more practiced hunters, as they could not dare to wake. Despite the fine luster of animals' pelts, too many of their friends had succumbed to temptation, only to be torn limb from limb. Southern Tabor. Okay. Oh, we gotta remember that, because we can't go straight to Tabor yet. Okay, Miss
There's
Shirley.
a storm coming, Sid. Will there be... Well, did you solve the mystery?
No, you
It
did.
was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need.
Waterboard.
Mid seems to have
Waterboard.
taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war,
You
it
know,
was
we
a bitter
still don't
pill,
know who Mom is.
one she was none too keen to swallow.
Which
That
of
should come as no
four?
surprise.
Which of the four
She's only ever
exes
cared
of
about
Sid
bringing
is
people
it?
hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
I'd
Which
laugh if it
explains
was
her
Benedicta.
heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that, and I'm sure they're very grateful.
All right, let's get beat up by Karen here.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at?
Yo,
Not
Mama.
once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right.
Can we officially change the name of Potato
I'm
to a
here
Popoto,
because I
please?
was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more.
Ooh, she bad.
And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Oh no, I could still see her doing it.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
The world will never
I'm going
know.
to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Well, it looks like I've been volunteered. Wait. But wait, I can't go anywhere else. I'm 10 fuzzed. I can't go there. I can't go there. I gotta go here. Boo! I hate when it does that. Central Dalmatia. Home of the Dalmatian tumbleweeds. I have 4 people in my party. 3 people in my, I can't count.
It's like a dream. The 4 of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. Your turn is a fine scout. If Campbell was hot, you will already have begun down your information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Hand of Dion. Go keep lunches until I finally catch someone. Oh no, wait. I've already been there. That's below. Oh, hey, we can go to other places now, but I'm where I'm at for... Okay. Sorry, I get all these side quests. They're gonna drive me cray cray.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
You needn't fret. The creatures.
To the meadows, then.
Ready, girl? Fly, Ambrosia. Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Lord. Alright, looks like we've got victim number 1. A blueback wyvern.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Ooh, Jill took that one to the face. Woo, got him. Did I get his liver? Yep, raptor liver and a dragon talon.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Looks like they're it right here. Right here.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Alright. Done. Let's go meet goats. In Dollar Mill. Dollar Mill. Rhymes with dollar bill.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We've a hard time.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Yeah, just look for a big old dumb guy.
Town guard was strapped.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
Or he'll stab you in the face.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so.
I'm feeling very bold.
Now, if that's all,
spicy.
I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
I know, we should tie him up.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
Finest cell swords in store. Fuck.
The gentleman of the town guard. What a mess.
You fought very bravely. The safety of the town is in our hands.
There we go. Sprint kicked
Time
in.
to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
Oh.
Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Come on, let's go, Cletus.
Leave now when we can pretend this didn't happen.
It's over.
All right, Hughes. Get him. Okay, Giotto, you're next.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
Yo, death.
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone.
Oh, come on, Clive.
Before
Murder.
I change my mind.
Use him to get to the actual dude.
Fucking
Kill him in
coward.
front of the other dude and kill the other
I need
dude.
to find Goots. Right now.
You dingy do.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Let me do it.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened...
Run him through, Karen. Run him through.
It was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Damn! Karen, don't fuck around.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
Oh, he won't.
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Yeah, really, I don't want to lose an eye. Shoot! Grandma gonna shank us all, damn. Alright, next. Let's go see Rutherford. Excuse me. Oh, the gritty goose is the talk of the town. You won't settle down. Okay, we're fine there. I want to save. I need more AB or AP or PA. Rutherford, are you upstairs? Rutherford,
My Lord Marcus,
Rutherford.
is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle.
It is Uncle.
Tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs.
We know he's a lord.
And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas...
Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already.
Uh-oh.
They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Well, what if I started
Thank you, my lord.
Well,
I shall
work
pray
my
for
way
your
west.
success and safety.
Sorry for the yawn. Oh, it's gonna make me go to Donald. E to the L to the I-M-I-L. Double.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Especially with
I saw everything.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you
No, but I'm about to
kindly pay
become
the
your
coin you owes
master.
us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'll take on the entire Republic army.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command?
Yes.
Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls.
Ooh, that's not
Those
good.
who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
No, all the gil is mine.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for
Felt like a
Oriflamme,
delayed response.
I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Smooth like butter. Why don't I just start in the meadows and go? It's gonna make me go all the way back to Northreach. I know it.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago, and now you'd have us believe.
Apparently he's only 108 yards away. There we go.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pummel to the temple.
Ouch.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
You probably saw quadruple before
I'll
passing
take care
out.
of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Hello, boys.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
I was not fast enough.
Guess we're ready.
There we go. Before you go back.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine.
Oh, yeah.
Which is more than can be said for you.
The throne is gone.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
He got concussion. He's just gonna close his eyes and
I shall send a Bistolus
flop.
as soon as I'm able. Good day.
I know what you want.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
We gotta replace those pots I popped.
I'm all for making this town a welcoming place. Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much. Take care out there, eh?
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
You are welcome.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Smooth like Butler. Ha! I just now noticed that. All right, back to the Hadaway. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Will we ever see the sun again?
It seems the Hideaway's lost its... So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Here you go.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose.
Yeah,
Now
worms
then,
wouldn't have a liver,
you
would
stay
they?
right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
He either did it wrong or wow.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavor and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries
I think he's
of
lying. Bro is lying.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary.
I say to the
Sit.
contrary.
Might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Bro sounded like he was getting ready to vomit. Alrighty, Karan.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan.
No, he's not.
I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble
What happened
again.
to his parents? Are they dead?
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Give me a discount. Ooh, nice. Continental sensor. Oh, nice. And a meteorite. Looks like I got a rep reward and maybe a quest I haven't gotten yet. It's probably that one in Tabor.
Did you see that?
Or near Tabor.
alive.
Here you go.
Yeah,
Think you can help?
I'll get that in a minute.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
A song and something that can be turned in for Gil.
Here you are.
Not hurting for Gil yet,
Best
but
of
I'm
luck
not
out there,
buying
Sid.
everything I see, so bonus. Give me a second, folks. Gotta ban this idiot. And I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, hold on a minute. Feel like I'm missing something. Hakuna Matata. No, I think I got everything.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
wasted that. Ooh, treasure, treasure. Look at all the loot. Ooh, a regal sash slash. Ooh, that is better than what I'm wearing currently. Nice. You know what I haven't done in a hot minute? Bless you. Save! Come save the game. Come save the game with me. We got some echoes that want to play. I see them.
All right.
Some of these echoes kind of remind me of the Almegan stuff in 14. Nothing. Across here. Can't go to there. I did not see the bomb, and I almost got blown up. Nice. There is side path right here.
No holding back.
trying to get a little bit more aggressive. Because these guys are, I am a bit stronger than these guys, so. A bit, not a lot, just a bit.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Owned. Ooh, level up! Level 39! Da, 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 da. Got 50 HP out of it. Nice, nice, nice. Desert rose, lay. Dream of God lost in the desert sands. Dream of fire, lay.
I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh.
Yes.
No need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with orcs before I'd even sight me stall.
Orcs? I haven't seen orcs yet. Seen gobbies.
There's opportunity. The opportunity to mint gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry gil?
You are definitely a merchant.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them.
Sorry?
There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you.
Stop making this poor man talk
encampment is
before
up
he keels over dead.
just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
No, I have potions. Might heal him. Maybe. Maybe. He
You
did.
said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flow. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
time.
Gotcha. With the magics.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
No, they sound more like.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Yep.
Taken care of.
D.E.D. dead.
One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He be dead, baby. He be dead.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is
I thought
safe,
you
to
couldn't move your leg.
Here.
Fine.
You've earned it.
Bro.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Bro, don't make me kill you.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnes when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
No!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Well, you feel you gotta, you gotta. I'm not gonna fight you in this state. I am gonna steal the shit though. Ha ha ha! That probably wasn't everything. Bridge is broken.
we're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course.
We about to get ambushed? Or familiar face?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Dun dun dun.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Uh-oh. Barnabas?
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
Yep.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Oh, these guys are dead. So
Your
dead.
Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn.
He used big
See
words.
that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
That's me.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
He's Odin, if I remember correctly.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
It was probably created by the gods to punish man.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Ooh, someone don't want to leave their baby daddy.
Let's find our friends.
Dun dun dun. Alrighty, let's see if we can save.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Alrighty, folks. That is going to do it for this episode of RhainePlays Final Fantasy XVI. I would like to thank everybody that joined me this evening. And if you haven't already, if you're watching over on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button. And if you're watching over on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe. So until then, have a great rest of your day and or evening, and I will be back on later this evening with the missus for more Fortnite. So until then, have a great one. Peace.